Hello everyone, thanks for watching. My name's Joe Quick and this is Joe's Quick Review. This is my first video, so if you enjoyed it, please hit like and subscribe as I've got a lot more content coming your way. Today we're having a bit of a pirate duel. I'm actually going to review Frigato, Shadows of the Caribbean, but with the release of Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew just around the corner, it's impossible not to compare the two. If you haven't heard of either of these games before, what have you been doing with your time? Stop being productive and social and go and check them out. Shadow Gambit The Cursed Crew is developed by Me Games, who have created other recent classics such as Shadow Tactics and Desperados 3. Well worth the investment if you haven't played these before and you're a fan of the genre. Shadow Gambit is the first game they've self-published, which has given them a bit more creative freedom, and the demo, which is currently available on Steam, lets you enjoy a good few hours of gameplay prior to the game's official release date on the 17th of August 2023. Another thing I love about Me Games is that they support their fellow community of developers, and if you follow their Twitter profile, you'll see that they have done several shoutouts for Frigato, Shadows of the Caribbean. So let's check it out. Frigato ran its Kickstarter campaign back in March-April of this year, but sadly they didn't reach their funding goal of around £5,000. Now you'll see projects on Kickstarter asking for anything from 500 to 500,000. The largest amount raised so far was for Shenmue 3. They had a target goal of $2 million, but with fans and supporters they managed to raise over $6 million. I'm sure if I was to do a Kickstarter campaign with my massive fan base, we can blow that figure out of the water. Anyway, I don't think Frigato's target was unrealistic, and support can vary based on the quality of the campaign, the funding goal, existing audience through social channels and so on. They did get a total of 155 backers, which pushed them to around 60% of the target, but I think their timing with Shadow Gambit on the horizon was just unfortunate. I was also on the fence in regards to backing it, but who doesn't love pirates, and by the time I finished one game, I can move on to the next. I imagine if they were to run another Kickstarter campaign, there's a good chance they'd meet their goal. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's take a look at the game.
At last. Home sweet home. Time for a well-earned rest.
Hey, you looking for a job?
Thank you. I'm not interested.
There's quite a bit of gold on the line.
But maybe I can spare a minute or two and listen.
So these are two of the main characters. We've got Mary the Pyromaniac and a pirate who I don't think we know his name. Okay, here we go. So we can move with the L mouse, left click, move to camera mouse, use interact L control. So very similar layout if you've played any of these games before. L control, we can click that and view some additional details. It's important not to get caught, and look at me demonstrating how to get caught. Space to crouch, we can crouch past this guy. Kill stun Q&A, so we'll go and knock him out. All good so far. Distract the enemy with E. So we have our parrot. I could just sneak past him here, but let's just use the parrot for fun.
Who the hell be ye? Why be ye skulking around here?
I am Charlie. I was just passing by.
Passing by? At this hour? And coincidentally, just when the British soldiers be searching for me.
I have no interest in getting involved in your affairs, but it seems we both have a problem with the soldiers.
Fine. Let's stick together. But don't try anything funny, or ye'll regret it.
I have no intention of causing any trouble. Let's go. Time is running out.
Charlie sounds very mellow. I think he's gonna fall asleep on me. Right, so we have to get our characters, I think, to the end of the map here. Follow this route, and X marks the spot in traditional pirate fashion. So we'll work our way through all these soldiers, through this little boatyard, and we should complete the level. there's no point going around the back. They've got 4 or 5 soldiers here. They don't really seem that interested in me, so I'll throw my knife at this guy. Nobody cares. Sneak behind the wall. Mission log would be... I don't have a mission. But like I say, I'm pretty sure it's get to the X, so we'll keep moving that way. Just quick save it and carry on. Choose character, snap camera. So you can press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Watch
to
me
jump between the
beat
characters.
odds.
And let's sneak Charlie up to join us.
Aye.
The pirate's not sure if he's a pirate. Okay, he's dead. We'll hide behind here while this guy goes past us. Oh, no, he's spotting Charlie. I thought he was crouching down.
Stick around for the show.
And I'm not sure I'm going to get away from this. I'm not getting shot. Getting shot, getting shot. And that's that. Be careful around enemies. Good advice.
Aye.
Watch me beat the odds.
Alright, let's sneak Charlie up again.
So, where to now?
Take out this soldier. Boom. Done. Carry him behind here so no one spots him. Let's push the barrels and see how that works out. Whee! I don't think it actually hit him, but it's done the job, so we'll sneak around here. Hide him there. And get this next guy. Oh, no, he's spotted me. And we set off the alarm. Maybe we can take these guys out. No, they spotted me already. One. Oh no. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Little game of cat and mouse running in circles, and he's got me. What is that scream? I'm not sure if they shot the pirate or the parrot.
Aye.
Watch me beat the odds.
So, where to now?
Alright, I think I'm just gonna kill him this time. Let's not play around with the barrels or bother. Ah! Take that back. I'm dead again. And again. Right, whilst I continue to foul at this first hurdle, let's take a little look at the characters. So, our pirate captain here is the main
Watch
protagonist.
me beat the odds.
So, where to
He's
now?
trying to solve the mysterious fate of his father. I'm not sure how he's a captain, because at the minute he hasn't got a crew. Ooh. And he keeps dying. There's also this little raccoon fellow that keeps popping up. He's something of a
Aye.
mascot in the game.
Watch me
And of
beat
course he's
the
got his
odds.
parrot and Charlie. So let's take a look at Charlie.
So, where
This
to
guy
now?
is, or was a monk, but didn't complete his training. He set sail with a Chinese fleet, which is how he ended up in the Caribbean. He opened an inn with whatever treasure he had collected on the way, but got bored and turned to drinking. Maybe that's why he sounds so slow. who decided to become a pirate for a more adventurous life. What a backstory. Okay, we're making some progress here now. Let's run down, kill him. Oh. Do the old run in circles trick. And don't get killed. Right, let's take this guy out. And then this one, last soldier. Provided he doesn't shoot me. Oh, yeah. You can lure an enemy with the monk and pick up a body with an L.
For the show.
It's a bit late in the day to teach me how to hide a body. I should emphasise that these games aren't all kill, kill, kill. You do have the option to knock them out if you're a pacifist. You still want to hide those bodies though. Right, what are we doing here? Got a few enemies. What can we do? Kill an enemy at close range. Play the drum. The enemies within range will be blinded and immobilised. We could do that, maybe? Maybe not. What kind of drum is it to blind the enemy? Throw the bottle. The first enemy who sees it will pick it up. You need to pick it up again. Seems like a good option with this guy here. Let's just check. Kill an enemy at close range. Throw the knife, kill an enemy, and send out Ty. That's our parrot.
Stick around for
Let's
the
go
show.
with the bottle option. That was not a good throw. And we can't pick it up again. Okay, kids. Let's try that again. There we go. He spotted the bottle. And he goes, and we'll run in there and knock him out. Oh, we've been spotted. Oh, no. No, that did not go well. And my pirates died. Again.
Watch me beat the odds.
It's important to quick save in these games, guys. Okay, let's try this again. Throw the bottle. Hide. Let's run over there and knock him out. Oh, we've been spotted. Hey, but we actually hit the guy with the stick this time.
So, where to now?
Let's sneak past this guy if we can. Yep. Hide in the back. See if I can spot me. Okay, good. Alright, take this guy out. Go kill this guy. They made quite a mess on the floor, didn't they, with the blood splatters. And a few more guards up here.
Stick around for the show.
I'm going to hide our pirate over here. Quick save. Let's get our monk friend up. Let's check out this drum. Oh no, that was bad timing. And I'm just standing there playing the drum.
Watch me beat the odds.
Watch him beat the odds.
Stick around for the show.
Or get spotted. Okay, we'll try that again.
So, where to now?
It's strange that I can be spotted here. Realistic, but because because it's in between the barrows there, but the view cone suggests otherwise. I need a bit of work on the UI there. Or
Watch me
update the
beat
assets.
the odds.
Right, drum guy. Let's do it properly this time. Quick save. Oh, better. Oh.
Watch me beat the
Aye.
odds. Stick around for the show.
Right, third time's the charm. Go faster.
So,
Drum.
where to now?
Good. Take that guy out. Throw him on over this guy. Done. Get rid of these guys. Doing their little dance.
Watch me beat the odds.
He must be such a good drum
Aye.
player that they just lose all consciousness and dance to the rhythm. Alright, let's run up here. Run up here. Take him out. Take him out. Don't get spotted. Normally you wouldn't get away with doing that in a game, you'd be spotted. You wouldn't have time to kill him. I've been spotted anyway. And I don't think there's any getting out of this. No, dead again.
Aye.
Ooh, something's gone a bit wrong there. If I didn't mention already, guys, this game is in early access. It was released in early access on Steam on the 29th of May, so it's available to go and play, but it's still in its development life cycle. The team have an active Discord and they are releasing regular patches to the game as well to fix little issues like that.
Watch me beat the odds.
And obviously some of the finer animations, etc, etc. So it will only get better, one hopes. But because of that little glitch, I had to restart the game, and in the process I stopped recording and forgot to press record, as you do.
Watch me beat
So you'll just have to imagine that I went through that last bit like a ninja, knocking out all the British soldiers. Okay, so now we're at this bit. We're very close to RX. We've got a path on the left, we've got a path on the right. On the left there's 3 soldiers just standing still. On the right there's 3 soldiers again, but 2 of them are walking back and forth, so it gives us a bit more of flexibility to attack, I think. I'm going to go for the bottle, but he spotted me first. And I'm not getting out of that, the other ones are coming around. Bam, bam, bam. Dead. Alright, let's try again. There you go, look. Massacre. Ninja.
Watch me beat the odds.
Ninja pirate. Come on, monk. Let's do it the other way. Hopefully I won't get spotted. Okay. He's going for the bottle. Bam. I don't think he'll be spotted, so I'm just going to leave him there. Let's get the other guy with the bottle. Take out this guy first. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. See if I can just beat him up.
Aye.
Watch me beat the odds.
he's gone. Throw the bottle over there, don't get spotted. Take this guy out down the back. And take this guy out as well. Ah, how's he spotted me? Come on! Right, take him out. And run and hide. Watch as they spot my other pirate.
So,
Let's hide him.
now.
Just need to wait for these guys to chill.
Stick around for
I'm a
the
little
show.
bit worried that they're going to come around this way and spot my monk. Hoping they go the other way. How long is this alarm? Ah, there we go. And two of them are coming around. Okay, let's run around this way. And take this guy out. Or not. There we go. The monk runs that fast, he just runs straight past him.
Aye.
Let's get
Watch
the pirate
me
to
beat
join them,
the
pick up the
odds.
bottle again. And get to our Rex.
So, where to now?
I must pay a visit to an old comrade, but if you seize the ship, I would gladly join your crew.
You've proven your skills, and you can be a valuable addition.
It appears your companion awaits you.
Avast, Mary! I stand ready. Shall we sail?
And that's what led me here. To sitting hidden in a boat on the deck of a secret Royal Navy ship. Waiting for a chance, or a miracle, or that idiot.
So if you played the demo for this game, this is where the demo started. You'll see a few new features here. We've got this dark cloud-like thing which we can hide in. Over on the right here there's an alarm room, so it's got one soldier in it, and if we set off the alarm, that soldier's going to come running out to join the rest of the crew. Over here we have a letter from Elizabeth Drake to William Drake. Any relation of Nathan Drake? Who knows? Dear William, we are in good health. I have managed to secure a couple of very lucrative transactions. I must have made quite an impression on Lord Howard, but do not be worried, I can handle him. Mary seems in rather low spirits after receiving the news of her grandmother's death, but she will get over it. The stake was a fitting end for that woman. Your mother was clearly mad, and the witchcraft accusations were no good for business. We are impatiently waiting your return. With love, Elizabeth. So that gives us a bit more backstory on Mary. Okay, here we go again. Ninja Pirate.
Where'd that lassie run off
Samuel
to
the Pirate,
again?
he has a name. Throw the knife. Stab him.
There you are, lassie.
I had minor logistic issues.
Ready for some action?
Aye, aye.
Right, and we can hide these guys in the barrels. Yay! First demonstration of that, because I don't think there was anywhere to hide them in the first level officially.
Aye, aye.
Okay, let's knock over some barrels. Throw a bomb at these guys. I was hoping to get the free, I can knock him out. So this is turning into a bit more of a run and gun than a stealth strategy, but it just works out easier. And I've clicked the wrong button. I meant to throw a bomb at these guys. Can I take them out? No. No. Yeah, they've definitely got to refine the timing of attacks, the layout a little bit, because it's easier to run around and knock everyone out than it is to actually try and sneak through the game.
had minor logistic
Aye,
issues.
Ready for some action?
Aye, aye.
Use a bomb this time, and that's done. Over here we've got another letter about mermaids. It is said that anyone who would dare venture more than a mile away from the shore is asking to be doomed, for it cannot even be considered a death wish at this point. This disturbing creature living in the watery depths known commonly as a mermaid brings nothing but suffering to anyone who encounters it. Sensual, almost lewd, absolutely horrifying. It is said that the creature used to be a woman in a past life, a tragic being stuck in eternal decay somewhere between life and death. She will drag anyone down with her. The fate of whoever crosses their path with one is a curse so much worse than death, as they will be forced to follow and serve her while losing their humanity almost completely. That's called marriage, Eric. Stop ruining mermaids for the rest of us.
Now.
Aye,
Aye.
You can't go into the next level during an alarm. Okay, so we'll have to wait for the alarm to finish before we can go downstairs. Based on our previous experience, that could be anything from a minute to an hour. All of these sailors are looking rather alarmed around us. They're not a threat, but they still panic. I did say we'd compare Frigato with Shadow Gambit, so whilst we're waiting for this alarm to finish, let's head on over to the Lost Caribbean. It's not really a fair comparison because Me games have already got a lot of experience in the genre with 3 games under their belt. They just keep polishing the formula and making better and better games. But we'll compare the overall differences in the gameplay and see which is worth your hard-earned money. That was cool.
Apologies, but as you well know, death's not the end here. So, 1 down, possibly 100 or more to go. I better find my way to the Mali before Ignatia sets her on fire. I'll be there soon. Huh. According to the stars, this island isn't too far from Angler's Grave.
So navigation controls, very similar. Again, you'll see here we've got the book. Sophia can kill enemies with a dagger, press A, use a mouse. So instructional text delivered in exactly the same way.
Let's take him down quietly. Straight to the point.
Little details like the footprints make it stand out. And you'll probably find that enemies will follow the footprints as well if they see the footprints, which adds another depth.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Of complexity.
Heavy.
We can hide the bodies in the bushes. View cones.
And another. Always a pleasure.
We're well used to these by now.
Position. Let's unshackle your soul.
So already I can say that this runs a lot smoother. The controls are a lot more responsive.
Well, well. Let's get you somewhere else.
We've got another cool little addition here where the light impacts what people can see.
Maiden's fire lamp. Can't snuff it out. Best keep low and avoid its light.
So if I step into the highlighted areas, they'll spot me where the lamps are. Sometimes you can put the lights out when the enemies aren't looking to give you the advantage and sneak past. You can climb over objects, giving you another layer of strategy and depth to the gameplay. Height advantages over the enemy. And alternative sneaking options.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Ooh, and I don't know if you saw that, but it made like a noise wave when I hit the water, which makes more noise and attracts the enemies.
Seems like the only way
So
forward
here
is
is
up.
one of Sophia's special abilities. And blink.
I like it already. Let's get you some. No sight of the Red Mali yet. This better not be a hoax. Always move forward. Did something? Nah.
What was that? No, this guy looks like trouble.
That one looks powerful. Best not leave him alive. I'll be there soon.
Oh.
What do we have here? I sense your ill intent, cursed. Now burn in Maiden's fire.
She's dead?
I suggest you try that again.
I'm whole again.
I have unleashed a memory. I have given you another chance.
What crazy magic is this? Are you...
I need your help. Get past the prognosticar. Do not attack him directly.
Well, well. All right, I'll follow. As for the prognosticar, let's try a different approach.
Cool. Okay, so we've got a big rock we can drop on his head.
I'll be there soon.
You can capture a memory at any time by pressing F5, unleash the memory. So it's quick save basically.
So this is what I felt before.
I have captured another memory. If I unleash it, time resets to this moment.
So you see again here with the waves and the
Body
water.
shakes. That acolyte on the scaffold is my way up. The prognosticar might be able to stop me, but that boulder?
Bam.
Good riddance.
The path is clear. Proceed onward and ascend. I wish to see you face to face.
Feels like a bit of overkill. That's a big rock for one guy, but
Straight to the point.
gets the job done. Athea can freeze a single target in time with her time freeze. Press D or use L mouse to select the time freeze skill, then target the guard and use L mouse to execute the skill. Guards frozen in time are blind and deaf to their surroundings. Let's give this a try.
The way up is being watched.
Don't worry. I have my own tricks up my sleeve. Grant me a second. See? A nice bit of time tinkering.
Very impressive. Now please, push onward.
Guards trigger alarm when they detect your crewmates find one of their own incapacitated or hear gunfire. Once alarm is triggered, other guards will swarm to the red marker to fight your crewmates. So don't get caught basically. If they see me, my crew, or someone unconscious, they'll trigger the alarm and come after me.
Do not forget my power.
Well, well. Now, I hear Inquisitor Ignatia has trapped a certain pirate ship here.
Ignatia, yes. As a matter of fact, she...
What's wrong?
Never mind that. Ascend the ruins. Come to me.
Hello? You still there? Well, well. Better move fast. I like these odds.
I don't know if I need to
Death's not the
take
end,
these guys out or whether I could just sneak past them. Always better to play it safe.
I like it already. Heave ho! Always move forward. Let's unshackle your sword.
I like the constant reminders to
Let's get you
save it.
somewhere else.
Let me remind you.
And again, I could do with that in the Frigato, seeing as I died so many times.
A sword through the heart. Now we're getting somewhere.
The superpowers are pretty cool.
Ah, there she is. The Red Marty. Black Eye Mordecai's ship. And there's Ignatia, right on cue.
My custode is a ready ship. A world of agony awaits you. Now tell me, what is the answer to Mordecai's riddle?
Ignatia. Even in death, the captain outwits you.
Oh? Then why do I hold his message so clearly intended for you? Now speak! 5 of Marley's crew assemble. That much is clear. But what are the relics? What secret lies hidden beneath your deck?
I would rather burn than help you find the treasure.
Have it your way, ship!
Your flagship has been prepared, my Lady Inquisitor.
Good. Begin the rite of questioning. I must know what the ship knows.
As you command, my lady.
Send word among the timeless shores. We must find the relics and solve Mordecai's riddle. His treasure will be ours. And if the shores must burn for it, then it is part of the grand design.
Still there, little soul.
I am. And it seems I came just in the nick of time. Red Marley.
You know my name. Care to tell me yours?
All in good time. First, let's set you free.
Come to me. Use the giant chains to get on board. Then I will tell you more.
Consider it done.
So here again we've got another reminder to save the game. Scrolling
How did
out.
Ignatia capture you?
She surprised me. Some strange new right of hers. She has experience in subverting my power. But not for long.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Sorry, just playing with the controls a little bit. Admiring the graphics. It's easy to rotate the screen with the middle mouse button
I like
or
it,
pressing Alt.
Your memory power explains a lot. No wonder Mordecai and his crew became legends.
We kept it secret for that very reason.
Does it have any limits?
Only those set in place by the captain. My reach is the size of an island. And I can't unleash memories older than a day. I'll gladly explain more once I'm in less pain. You can use my power to capture a memory.
Okay, let's quick save. I don't think she's going to stop reminding us. What options have we got here? This guy's watching me. He's walking around.
Troubles brewing.
Can they talk to each other?
Perhaps you need rest.
Time freeze.
Should I freeze one of them? If I freeze this guy.
A blade in the dark.
If I take him out whilst those two are distracted talking to each other,
Well, well.
Let's hope not. Not today.
can.
Heavy.
My power can help you.
And
Straight to the
down
point.
there. Another reminder to save. Okay, 2 other guards over here. And what was that? A commissarius. Alright, let's take this guy out. Quick save.
I'll snap my fingers. No second thoughts, eh? Little death bringer.
Oh. Okay, we set off the alarm. Hide. Hide, hide, hide. Oh, good.
See you around, friend.
No one noticed. Do we need to kill those 3 guards? I don't think so. Let's hide the bodies.
Heave ho! Let's get you somewhere else.
And then get across to the ship.
I like these odds. How do we get these chains off you?
I will do it myself. All you must do is break Ignatius' seal.
Hey Pete, look! Fresh meat on deck. Fresh? Looks rather rotten to me.
Ignore them. Head for the captain's quarters.
Okay.
We have made progress.
Lots of voices coming from the ship. They did say it'd have a lot of character.
One less.
Can throw these guys into the water. Always fun.
Always move forward.
My favourite hiding place.
Through the below. Heave ho! I like it already.
Right, so in here we've got a commissarius and an acolyte and a custodes guard.
It's been a while.
Take him out.
Let's send them on their way. Ugh, is that a custodes?
Can the custodes see me?
Disrupt his chant.
I'll be there. Let's get you somewhere else.
Take out the acolyte.
We're all cutthroats here.
I'm
Now we're
not
getting
sure.
somewhere. Heave ho!
Let's quick save it and we'll go around the back of the custodes. Take him out.
Death's not the end, eh? Consider it done. Ugh, gives me shivers.
Do not pity them. They are but vessels for the Maiden's fire. There is another on board. Find him.
Cool, we can really zoom out far here with the map. This gives us an overview of where to explore and it zooms straight back into the game. Don't know how I feel about that top-down view though. Can we go through the doors? Oh, hide the body.
Well, well. Little death.
Let's jump on this guy.
I like these odds.
I can help you. Let me capture
What am I doing? What am I doing?
In the name of the burning maiden, mother of flame, we
He's
judge
gonna see
you.
the body. He's not set off the alarm yet. There we go.
Let's
Cursed hands have taken this life.
He's out. It's nice to have a little timer there for the alarm, 30 seconds.
Let's get you somewhere else.
So I'm not left guessing. We'll throw the bodies in the door.
Straight to the heave ho.
So we've got a couple more guards down here. And some bodies lying about.
Ignatia left you in a sorry state.
I can recover. The crew is what matters.
Where did she take them?
2 are still on board. 5 were taken to shore. We will rescue them soon.
The other custodes and your 2 remaining crew.
Sue Lady and Toya. Leave them be for now.
Through that
I'm yours to command.
maiden's fire, we question you.
Right. Need to time this
A
right.
blade in the dark.
Let's go take out this guy.
Always move forward. Little death bringer.
Let the flame reveal what was hidden by the curse.
Oh, no, kill him. Oh dear. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Curse you. A blade in the dark. Oh. Let's send them on their way.
The maiden's judgment awaits.
That's not the end, eh?
The maiden's
I'll be
judgment
there soon.
awaits, creature.
Freeze.
Mensura, Calcula.
Let's unshackle your swords. Well, well. Don't let the flame get you. Ugh, that's both of them.
Yes, the seal is weak. Come to me. I can capture memories, remember?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Now break the seal. Set me free.
First, we have to discuss terms.
Really? Now?
You are hunting Black Eye Mordecai's treasure. I want in.
The captain's hoard. What is it to you?
What is a treasure to a pirate, eh? Adventure. Gold. A chance to beat the Inquisition. I'll help you find your captain's legacy. And I only want 3 shares of the plunder.
Preposterous. Half a share.
2.5.
1.
2 shares. Hurry now. I bet more acolytes are coming.
Fine. I accept your terms. Now break that seal and state your name.
A Fia Monecato. At your service.
My strength is restored. Now we make for the open sea. Brace yourself.
And that's that. And then they do this cool little review of the level, the route you took, who you killed, where and when and how. Popular with speedrunners. So I run around here, stab, stab, stab. Stab, 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 stab. And there's a lot of map here that we haven't even explored yet. I know the developers said we would revisit islands, so probably got a lot more to do here. If we click continue, we can see our completion times, number of saves, number of times set off the alarm, all the statistics. So that's a brief introduction of both games, both Frigato Shadows of the Caribbean and Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew. Let's fast forward and see what else they've got to offer. As you proceed in Shadow Gambit, we can explore the ship and its skeleton crew. One of its really unique features is you get to choose which crew members to revive first. So that really gives it an aspect of replayability. 2 of the crew are unconscious on deck, and we can revive one of those to start, but as the story progresses, we rescue the rest of the crew, which gives you a huge variety of gameplay styles and entertaining characters. The pirate ship, the Red Marley, has a special training ground where you can learn each of the characters' unique skills and abilities. Everything from creating cover to distracting the enemy, incapacitating the enemy, and possession. You're going to have a lot of fun here, believe me. Kaboom. Not only do we get to revisit the islands, but we get to select landing points, again adding variety to the gameplay in terms of how we approach the level. And one of Shadow Gambit's defining features is the Shadow mode, which allows you to set up multiple attacks and execute them simultaneously. This makes for some really cool visuals as the whole team gets involved and does their part. So that's it for Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew. Rescue the crew, solve the captain's riddle, and unlock the mysteries of the Red Marley and the Lost Caribbean. Definitely check this one out, guys. It's well worth the play, and I just love all of Mimi's games. They're great. I will definitely be reviewing this again when it's released on the 17th of August. Of course, I am joking, the alarm is not still going on. James and Mary successfully sneak on board the ship, and I approached this with the same run and gun tactic as before. The difficulty level at this stage went up dramatically, and I couldn't find a safe way across the deck without having 20 soldiers attack me. Then I discovered the use of these black clouds. Definitely not using them as intended, and I think they'll be removed from the final version of the game once they've got that balance of stealth and combat ironed out. But in the meantime, it came in very handy in progressing through the levels and seeing what else the game had to offer. Our mission log started working, which gave us some direction and also reminded us of the controls. And we got to try out a few of Mary's skills, such as the bomb. And her shadow work with the tentacle. That's not working as expected. One guy fell unconscious who shouldn't do, and then I had all sorts of issues knocking them out and tying them up, so a bug fix for the dev team there. And then we meet our mermaids. Again, I found this level near impossible. The soldiers are hypnotised by the mermaids and you can't attack them or knock them out because they're under the mermaid control. So it's almost impossible to sneak through this level. So I just ran to the clouds and threw my knife at the mermaid, which in turn knocked out all the soldiers. As we get further into the game, there are some really nice locations, really nice maps, very colourful and very big. Like, this is not a game you want to play through without using your quick save. If you get hungry, there are bits of meat laying on the floor which you can pick up to restore your health. A nice touch, although maybe not hygienic. And of course, new characters. We have the witch, who has a nice dash attack, and she can also set up traps. One character we haven't been introduced to yet is the diver. This guy is effectively the muscle of the team. It's an unmanned diving suit with a harpoon gun, somewhere between Big Daddy from Bioshock and Johann Kraus from Hellboy. And of course, we have their little mascot, Rocket Raccoon. Sir Deer Mouse.
Greetings, noble pirates! I am Sir Deer Mouse.
Maybe not the most original character, but he does bring with him some unique strategies. The thing I like is, because of his height, he can run past enemies without having to sneak past them, which gives him a lot more freedom, and they've said in the development as well that they're going to include exclusive areas where only he can get through because of his height. The developers also had a lot of other good ideas, such as an item shop to buy different weapons, potions and upgrade abilities. They also suggested having a loyalty system where each character has driven motivations, prefer violent or passive attacks, and receive loyalty points to influence their upgrades or the plot of the story. So needless to say, the game needs some improvements. If they continue to work hard on this to polish the gameplay and mechanics, I think it could be another treasured game for pirates and stealth strategy fans. Before I give my final rating, let's take a quick look at the development team. As it currently stands, this is the credits, just one page. So it's a very small team. It's developed by Mercat Games with the support of Free Mind Games. There are some links below if you want to know more details about both of those. But in my opinion, they're worth keeping your eye on. And to sum it all up, let's rate that game. If we're comparing the two, let's talk about the obvious differences. Shadow Gambit again is much more polished, but it's also much further along in the development line, and the team is much bigger, with a lot more experience. I think Frigato's got a lot of potential. The gameplay is pretty much like for like, with a few exceptions and mechanical tweaks in each. In terms of storyline, obviously they're both pirates sailing the Caribbean, but Shadow Gambit has a much more supernatural element about it. If you want to compare it to other pirates sailing the Caribbean, then Frigato is much more like the first film as opposed to Shadow Gambit, which is more like all the others. Now let's get into the nitty gritty, starting with graphics. By graphics I'm referring to the 3D assets, the lighting, the special effects, the user interface, anything art related. Shadow Gambit is just beautiful. I would happily live on one of these islands, and they go into such detail with everything that the little details really count. I also like the world Frigato's created. The assets and the art style are really good. However, the effects and the UI could still benefit from a bit of work. I'd also like to see a bit more detail in the maps, just to bring it more to life. The landscapes are very open at the minute, and even if you can't hide behind things, it's nice to have that idea in this kind of game. Next up, animation. Shadow Gambit use motion capture, which cuts out a lot of the hard work and makes it look more realistic when animating their characters. I don't believe Frigato used motion capture, but the animations are still good quality. All the characters do what I expect them to do, although not necessarily when I expect them to do it. So as soon as they iron out the mechanics and they get the animations running fluid, it would be really nice. Moving on to cutscenes. We saw a couple of cool cutscenes there in Shadow Gambit, where Afia appears out of nowhere and stabs a soldier, and also where she brings the crewmate back to life. It's always nice to have animated cutscenes, as it feels like it's watching a movie, but they also had the characters pop up for the text-heavy elements to help drive the story. At the moment, Frigato is a bit talking head scenario. The characters aren't moving or doing much at all, so hopefully that's something they can work on moving forward. We've already talked a bit about the stories and the themes here. Shadow Gambit I think is really cool. It's exciting, it's original, and it has a lot of potential in terms of where you can go with it, so I'm excited to see what they do. Whilst we have the basic elements of the story in Frigato, there's definitely a lot to be built upon there. I don't really know what direction it's going in, but I'm definitely keen to see this diver character and how he fits into the story. The UI in both games are very similar, very easy to learn, very intuitive, especially if you've played this kind of game before. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the rotating camera, but until I think of a better way to do it myself, I'm not going to complain. And I really like Shadow Gambit's use of zooming out of the world to view the map. I'd just like to see that transition a little bit smoother, because I'm still not sure if I'm a fan of the top-down view. In terms of the social aspect, both games are single player, they don't have any online features, so there's not much to discuss there. If you want to be social, don't forget to tell your friends about it. These games are great for replayability, using different characters, taking different routes. Me have definitely raised their game with Shadow Gambit, because you've got a load of cool new features like the landing point, choosing which crew members to take with you, choosing which crew members to revive, and as you get further into the game you can really sail the Caribbean, going from one island to the other at your leisure. We haven't seen that yet, but it'll be interesting to see how it impacts the gameplay and the storyline. It would be nice to see Frigato move in the same direction. As we've seen playing the game, the characters go off because they've got their own little tasks to do, and you're stuck with set characters for the mission. So although you can approach the game differently, it doesn't give you as much variety. But still, it's early days for Frigato, and they might make some changes there. The music in both games are really good. I don't need to praise Shadow Gambit any more than I have done. Safe to say I'm a little bit biased, but Frigato actually caught me off guard with its soundtrack. The opening theme really gives you that sense of adventure and gets you excited for the game. The soundtrack throughout the levels are good, and the warning mode, which I heard way too many times being chased by the soldiers. The sound effects are also good, but it would be nice to see some improvements on the voiceovers. That's not directed at the actors, but Charlie in Frigato was so slow, I think I might fall asleep during a cutscene, or I'll be sitting there for half an hour waiting for the game to start up again. And that's my review. As an overall rating, both games get a thumbs up from me. Yes, that's what my thumbs look like, don't judge. I'm really excited for Shadow Gambit to release in August, and I also look forward to seeing what developments Frigato make, and hope that this is another game that I'm going to want to come back to and review again. If you want to swap out real-time tactics for turn-based tactics and Pirates for Soldiers, consider checking out SCP The Expedition by Luxo Interactive. Currently available on Kickstarter, this has the classic elements similar to XCOM or Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. This isn't their first game, so the team know what they're doing, and it looks like it could be really interesting, so consider checking this one out. I put the link to their Kickstarter campaign below in the comments. However, if you haven't quite had your fix of mermaids, join me next week as I review Merfight by Amatrified Games. This is a 2.5D merfolk themed fighting game, and it looks like it could be quite entertaining. So that's all from me. Once again, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you next week.